The owner of a brothel contacted my agency. Her son died several days ago, and the police believed it to be a suicide, but his mother did not agree. She believes that her son was happy in life and that someone murdered him. She suspects a famous local businessman, but this is a bold assumption, one that needs to be supported by evidence. I suspect it's simply a grieving woman having difficulty accepting the death of her son, and that's all there is to it. But whoever pays calls the shots. I will take her suspicions seriously and investigate. This way, I will show that I can be trusted with serious cases. This must be the mother of the deceased. Hello, are you Diana Evans, the mother of the deceased?
Mother of the deceased. Yes. And you?
Detective John Woodbray. You wanted someone to investigate...
It's all a mistake. Police say he's...
Why do you think that?
Don't get me wrong, but I'm a brothel owner, after all. My son is old enough to know how to drink properly.
That wouldn't prevent his heart from stopping.
He was absolutely healthy. Healthier than either...
Where and when did this...
On the 80th fracture 4-day. There's a staircase near your carriage. It will lead you to the square. There is a kind of gazebo.
I will take the required tools, carefully examine everything, and return to you. In this city, I can take my entire laboratory. I think this is the central square. Someone dropped a screwdriver. I could use that. Just need to figure out how to get it. A typical corner for all sorts of business that... Strange soil and a lot of footprints. Someone lost a button. It could be related to the murder, but not necessarily. It seems to be a popular place. Some simpletons immortalized their love on the... This could be the goblet the deceased drank from. Judging at a glance, there could be poison in this bottle. I need to check it in my laboratory. This is a highly toxic substance. Just a few drops are enough to make a person's... Judging by the tracks, the dog took the goblet from the crime scene. The deceased was not... The watch stopped when it hit the ground. It was evening time. I've found sufficient indications to conclude this looks more like a murder.
Have you examined the place of death?
Yes. It's difficult to be sure of anything right now, but
Oh, thank you for believing me.
Can you take me to the deceased's room?
I understand the importance. I wanted to give you the key to the room right away, but you can talk to Oscar Brown now. He's...
The businessman whom you suspect murdered your son.
I won't lie, it's my fault. He lent me money when I had business problems.
Did he blackmail you?
I could say so. The last time, he threatened to take away the most precious thing to me.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Take a piece from the playroom. Most of the useful things are stored there. You can take everything you need.
There is clearly more than one way to have fun here. Good evening. Are you Oscar Brown?
Hello. Yes.
I'm Detective John Woodbray. Could you tell me...
In the theatre. At the
Can you verify that?
Certainly. I have tickets, and the director can...
May I see these tickets?
They are at home. Take the key to my apartment from the table. You can freely search there.
Did you threaten Diane?
Threatened? Well, you could say so.
By threatening to kill...
Son? I didn't say anything about her son. Does she have a son? Whatever. I threatened to take the brothel away from her to pay off the debt.
It sounds like a difference in priorities led to a misunderstanding.
Why? To scare her, obviously. It's a ridiculous amount of money for me, but I still expect to get it back.
I see. At any rate, I'll take a look at your...
I don't mind, but if you steal something, our places will be switched, and you'll have to answer questions then.
Rich man's apartment. It doesn't look like anyone made any special... Looks like Oscar is a big theater. Secret compartments in dresses like these can be opened by pressing certain drawers. Personalized ticket. The horn connector is rusty. I can't insert it back in place. It seems that Brown often makes loans to other small businessmen, and he... The businessman wouldn't drink alcohol due to his liver problems. Oscar Brown has an impeccable alibi. I'll talk to the director next.
Good evening. How can I help?
Hello, I'm Detective John Woodbray. I'm investigating the murder...
Of course. How can I refuse you? I'm Scott Roth.
Did you have the premiere of a new play a week ago?
Oh, yes, it was a success. We're now taking it to other cities.
Did Oscar Brown attend the premiere, do you know?
Of course. I personally invited him. He is a big fan of art. And
How many people saw him? Can anyone else confirm?
no, the whole troupe has already gone on tour. I'm collecting the remaining things and also...
Could there be other evidence of the business?
There is a photo.
Might I see it?
Oh, it hasn't been developed yet. But you can develop the camera roll yourself if you know how to do it.
Okay, I can handle it if I may. Where might I find...
The photographer left all his things in the chest next to me, but it was locked. Please look for the case yourself. If I get distracted...
Thank you for your help. Oh, all of this has quite distracted me from what I needed. There are devices in my carriage for developing. The deceased was at the premiere, and apparently he was not alone. I need to... I developed the camera roll. There is a man to the right of you and Oscar in the photo. Can you remember if he...
Seems to be. Yes.
Did they leave together?
Yes, they stayed to take a photo and left immediately.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm not the best person to ask that, but I can tell.
Okay. Thanks for your assistance. I won't distract you. The deceased was with a girl. Personalized tickets for the... Diana, did your son have a girlfriend?
No, no.
The director at the theatre said that your son was with a girl at the performance. I saw...
I don't know anything about this. We just found the key to his room. You can look for...
Thank you.
But I don't think that's true. Could they be just close friends? I had a good relationship.
Oscar has a very strong alibi. I don't think he was involved in your son's death. He said that...
It is possible. I was terrified. So many things. But who did it? You...
Yes, and I haven't changed my mind. I will investigate this matter further. The person who lived here will never set foot here again. Looks like a serious relationship. I've already seen a picture nearby that resembles the one. This is the same girl as in the photo from... The name of the victim's girlfriend is Vivian Shaw. Most likely she was the last person who saw him. Do you know a girl named Vivian Shaw?
Sure. This is the lord who lives nearby. Vivian is his daughter.
It seems it is she who is your son's sweetheart.
It is very strange.
Why?
Have you seen their estate? The one on the hill above the... Now, just look around. That's just it.
Do you think that he didn't want you to find out about his relationship?
I think that he didn't want anyone at all to know about their relationship.
That makes sense. I will visit the lord. It's not as though I expected to be welcomed here with open arms. Hello, Detective John Woodbray. Do you have time to...
Lord Brian Shaw, you have my attention. What question?
This is about your daughter.
I don't think so. I don't know anything.
Are you sure? Because I have love letters from your daughter where she writes that...
Ah, I remember.
May I speak with her?
I'm afraid not.
Do you know where she was on the 80th?
She was at home. Now, she is always.
But I saw her in a photo from the...
This can't be true. How do you know?
Maybe. That's why I really need...
This is out of the question. Excessive worry will...
I couldn't get through the front door. I need... This is the only place in the house where the light is on. After fixing this ladder, I can climb into the estate through the window.
I see that if you need anything, you will get it by any means possible.
I wouldn't say so, but I have now seen with my own eyes that the girl is very...
She can't even talk properly. Do you think I would lock her here?
How long has this illness...
At least a few weeks. We went to the family crypt. The weather was chilly, and the air in the crypt...
Did you immediately lock her in?
No, I didn't see the need for it at first. But then, it is difficult to do business.
Would you mind if I look around?
Be my guest. I just ask you.
I have the same photo, but in this one the eyes are carefully scratched. This brooch gives me a feeling of indescribable horror. It looks alive. So many books. I found a button from this cape at the place of death.
This is our family tree, which was compiled by my mother. Genealogy was her passion.
This is the same brooch I saw on the girl. Apparently it's a family heirloom. These boots have the same strange soil on them that I saw at the site of Sam's death. There's a whole secret room here. I think it belonged to one of the long-deceased family members. But there are also... According to the records, this is the room of Vivian's grandmother. The old woman had a serious interest in poisons. She even created some recipes. One bottle is missing from the counter, exactly like the bottle I found at the crime scene. So far, all the evidence points towards Vivian being a killer, but I find that hard to believe. How could she know about the room? Did you know that you have a secret room in your estate?
Yes, I know about it, but I lived my whole life in this house, and I didn't find one. My parents took their secrets to the grave.
Well, I found one of those secrets. A room with a portrait of a woman. Books, poisons, notes. Do you have any idea who might have worked there?
My mother, I guess. She had many hobbies that were considered, for people of our position, questionable.
For example?
Alchemy, occultism, astrology, and eugenics. She was very focused on the purity of our family tree.
Can you tell me about the brooch the girl is wearing?
She didn't remove it since we went to the cemetery. This is her grandmother's brooch.
Did she find it in the cemetery?
Yes, it was in the crypt. I allowed her to take it. The dead have no use for jewelry.
May I visit this crypt?
I would guide you there, but I dismissed the servants, and the whole house is on me. I don't think I can find time. And leaving my daughter alone in this...
If you could explain to me how to find it, I can handle it.
Go to the cemetery and go forward until you hit... You will recognize it by the family coat of arms on the gate.
How many metal roses do you have? What price will you sell them for?
I have a lot of them around the store, about 15. You can take everything you find for 7 coins.
From what I recall of the directions, I need to continue along the road. The branches are too dense to get through. Maybe I can find something in the greenhouse to cut them. According to the Lord, the crypt I'm looking for is visible on the other... I can't get to the other side without an oar, but I... Gloomy place. I can definitely find something in the greenhouse to cut thick branches. After taking the brooch, the girl voluntarily became a medium for the spirit of... I'll try to prove that the girl is possessed by the spirit of her grandmother. I need to negotiate... I think I've figured out how to help your daughter. Can you bring her to your family crypt?
Can you tell me the details? This is a very...
I understand, but I'm not very sure of what I'm doing myself. I found scrolls in the... It seems that Vivian has been possessed by your mother's spirit.
I didn't think this was possible.
Can you bring her while I get everything?
All right.
I still need to do something, but it won't take long. Now I need to talk to the mother of the deceased. I think I've found your son's killer, but...
Why? Is there some kind...
Sort of, I hope. Come on. Exorcizo te, immundissime spiritus, omnis incursio adversarii. The ritual worked, and the spirit left the girl's body. When the spirit spoke, the Lord recognized his mother in its voice. She told of how she poisoned Samuel, using toxins from her secret room. Diana lost consciousness. Even the Lord could hardly fight back tears. What to do next? It is clear that the girl is not guilty. However, the murder happened. The boy's mother withdrew the case. She decided to discuss any further plan of action with the girl's father. It seems to me that she feels sorry for the girl. I have never encountered such a crime before, and I hope never to again. If every time you have to suspect not only living people, but also the dead, any investigation could drive you mad. However, I will still keep the possibility in mind, just in case.